Okay, I think I know what I want to say, and that is about what I was saying this morning. Setting your point of attraction. That's like putting your intentions out there, so you're not just attracting willy-nilly. You're attracting specifically what you want. So you're co-creating with God to intentionally bring in the type of people, circumstances, situations, things you need or want, whatever. Because it's all about cleaning up your vibration, raising your vibration, and maintaining your vibration. And the more things you can do that keep you focused on what you like, love, appreciate, and would like, do want, rather than paying so much attention to what you don't like, what makes you angry, what you're tired of, what's in the past, and what you don't want. You think it's counterintuitive to say, I'm talking about what I don't want so that I don't get what I don't want, because it's actually keeping it active in the vibration, so it's going to continue being drawn to you. You're like a magnet. Your energy field is like a magnet, and this is science, it's a fact. It's not my idea. And energy, God is energy, pure love, unconditional love, and you're striving to be vibrating at that frequency. That's why we focus on self-love, self-care, unconditional love, forgiveness, gratitude. So by practicing a few things and creating some momentum to feeling good more of the time, and then maybe most of the time, you open yourself up and allow yourself to receive and to heal. And then you understand, you gotta understand you deserve it. Because if you think you're asking for more than what you should have, it's not gonna work. And it's not a trick. This is how life works. God did not send us here to just suffer and struggle. When you go through trials, tribulations, challenges, it's for a reason. It's not for you to be struggling or miserable the rest of your life. That's not learning the lesson. Learning the lesson means then it'll stop happening because you finally got it and you made the adjustment internally or in your external world. And so the reason we don't want to be focused on all those things that we went through all the time is because where focus goes, energy flows, as they say. So you're focusing on what you don't want again. You're focusing on what hurt you, what you're tired of, what you never want to experience again. Counterintuitive. And you really want to, like I said, get out ahead of it. The best thing to do is first thing in the morning when you wake up and you're still in between those worlds. You haven't fully come into your body. So you're in an altered state there. And that's where you are really good at creating. Really, really good, because you're not all about reality and what's real and when thinking about what's possible and stuff. You're just existing and feeling good. And like I said, start saying, I love my bed. This blanket's so warm. Oh, I look at the beautiful sun and the sunrise, and I'm gonna get to do that. The more you do that, the more it creates more of that, and the more you attract more things to feel happy and good about. So if you get independently happy, then you'll start noticing more things in your life that make you happy. And it's all about feeling good, because like I said, you gotta start with getting ahead of it. Not thinking about all the things you don't want to do that you gotta do today. Just don't do that. Don't start looking at your phone first thing in the morning and the news and taking phone calls and all this stuff, and oh my god, I gotta check my email. Wait, at least a few seconds. 17 seconds is what Abraham Hicks says. And there's a lot of different things. We're talking about manifestation now, and that's what co-creation is. But the main point I'm trying to say is get out ahead of it is the first step. Heal It's not like heal and done. It's continual. You should be working on the issues that keep coming up, doing the shadow work, meaning don't ignore those parts of yourself that are asking for your attention. That's why you're having the issues. Heal that stuff. So when you do come into alignment with the things you want, the relationship, the friendships, the job, whatever, you're going to be ready for it so that you'll be able to keep it. And you'll be so grateful because being in a state of gratitude brings about more things to be grateful for. And I'm not this positivity person who says ignore the fact that your house burned down and you lost a leg or something. Who says, oh, there's always something, there's always a reason for something. But I mean, don't you appreciate more the summer after the grueling winter? If you never went through it, you wouldn't know what it feels like. It's like that song, you only miss the sun. You only, you only know you love her when you let her go. I can't remember who sings it, but, you only miss home when you're stuck on the road. You only, you don't know what you had until you lost it. So it's nice to go in the direction of gaining something that you didn't know what it felt like to have, rather than having to learn what it feels like to lose something that you really wanted. So if you can learn those lessons, things start to happen quicker in your life, because you can't skip those steps. You have to let the bullshit go to make space. Their energy is gonna fuck up everything. You just can't let everybody come with you. It is what it is, because they're on their own journey and they're at whatever stage they're at, and you can't do healing work for other people. You can be there, you can listen, you can help out, but you can't do their work. So that's just how it is, and that's what you'll start to see happening as you start saying yes to source, to Creator, God, Spirit, and start not just praying for help for what you need, for what you want, but starting with a prayer of gratitude, because you're so grateful for all the blessings that you already have. And if you don't think you have any, you need to start looking around, because the fact that I can even talk to you right now is a blessing.